A pleasant day, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of Teacher Tinitine's Classroom. This is Mrs. Christine C. Tuano, your grade 9 English teacher. We are almost finished. We are half through with our lessons. And we are now with the third quarter, and Module 1 of the third quarter is all about differentiating biases from prejudices. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define bias and prejudice, differentiate bias from prejudice, and identify situations that show bias and or prejudice. So before we start, let's have first a reflection. What do you think the pictures are about that I'm going to show you? Now, what do you feel after seeing these pictures? Now, these pictures are examples of bias and prejudice. So, what are bias and prejudice? When we say bias, these are the feeling, that we feel, the emotion that we feel, that is favorable or against a person, idea, or thing, especially in a way considered to be unjust and unfair. Prejudice, on the other hand, is all about the action. It means manifesting disapproving attitude that is not based on actual experience or reason. So basically, when you act out bias, that is prejudice. Bias is also both positive and negative opinion or action towards something or someone, while prejudice is usually negative opinion or action towards something or someone. So bias is basically being partial, showing partiality, or being unjust, while prejudice, on the other hand, is showing that you are against something. Another is that bias is being unjust or unfair, meaning you are in favor to one but not to others. While prejudice is showing discrimination, for example, favoritism or hatred towards a certain group. To further elaborate on this, let's do this activity. On the box below, we have the word pool here. And let's relate it whether it is bias or prejudice. Let's do the first one. What do you think unfair is? Is it related to bias or is it related to prejudice? If you say that unfair is related to the word bias, then you are right. How about preconception? Yes! Preconception is prejudicism or being prejudiced. How about against? Yes, against is a prejudicism because you're already showing hatred towards another group. How about feeling of dislike? Yes, feeling of dislike is bias because again, bias is more on emotion. How about in favor of? Yes, being in favor of something is an example of bias. How about prior? Meaning you haven't tested or you don't have any valid reason but you already have a judgment towards that person. Yes, prior is prejudice. How about being one-sided? Yes, being one-sided is prejudice. And partiality, of course, is being biased. Now, let's see if you understand the difference between bias and prejudice. Let's go to our activity sheets and answer it. For now, thank you for watching. Let's learn new knowledge, live what we've learned, and love to learn together. God bless you all.